sorry. That is a different game that I was checking out last night. Um, we're back. We're crashing the wedding, and hopefully going to get further. So, let's go.
Sir? Where are pliers?
We are going to do what we can. Apparently, that guy is starving. But can't eat from the pot. He's going to die. No, he ain't. Oh, no. Alright. Go clean up. Check some stuff out real quick before we go. Because we gotta make sure we look good.
Right. Listen to what I have to say.
If I
Only
like
a
you.
blind man can't see it. Sigismund is 1,000 times better than Wenceslas ever was.
How can I help you?
What do you think? Can I wear this to the wedding?
Magnificent. I couldn't have picked a better outfit myself. I think you're ready to dazzle them all.
We should all thank God he finally sent us a...
Let's see if I can talk to Capon before I go.
Go! Go!
Go straight.
Quick! Go! Go!
He ain't even here.
Camp's abandoned, and Capon is gone. I hope nothing happened to him.
Well, never mind. We'll just go.
You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
What would you like?
There's a couple more things I'd like.
Ask away.
Thanks. Can we go to Semine now?
Wasn't too hard, was it? You're looking quite spruce, in fact. I don't have to worry about you showing me up anymore.
Good to hear. Shall we go?
Hold your horses for a while, Henry. I need to wash and change too, and then we can go.
Welcome, blacksmith. We were beginning to worry.
I bet you were. I'm bringing a wedding present.
Look who's finally here. Welcome, Radovan. And Henry.
Sir?
Well, do you have it?
Of course. Your son deserves the best. You can take it.
No, hold on to it. I'd be glad if you gave it to Older yourself.
I'd be honoured.
Has Lord von Bergov arrived yet?
Henry, that's none of your business.
It's all right, Radovan. I understand his curiosity. Lord von Berghoff isn't here yet, but Chamberlain Ulrich assures me he'll arrive any moment now.
Sir, could I ask you to introduce me to Lord von Bergov?
God's nails. I'm sure his lordship will have nothing better to do than talking to my apprentice.
We'll see, Henry. Now, unfortunately, I have other things to attend to. What are those beggars still doing by the gate? I thought I made it clear I wanted them gone, didn't I?
Hey, thank
I
you.
drove them off, but they came back. They just won't take no for an answer.
At least close the gate for now so the guests don't see them. They must be gone before Sir Otto arrives. Do you understand?
Oh dear, you seem rather worried. Would it have to do with your guest of honour?
I'm afraid of it ending up in disgrace.
How you doing today?
I wouldn't want Sir Otto to take offence and leave before he gives Older his blessing.
Is there anything I can do to help?
No, Henry. It's nice of you to offer your help, but I can't ask that of you. What
What's
kind of
pumping?
host would that make me?
Don't worry about it, sir. Since Henry is volunteering, why not take up his offer? If he proves himself, you can introduce him to Lord Van Berghoff as a reward, if that's what he wants.
I promise I won't bring shame to you.
That's a good
we'll
question.
see. I've got to make some arrangements with the cook, but come and see me later. In the meantime, you can introduce yourself to the bailiff's son, Svatopluk, over there. You're the same age, so I think you'll get along just fine.
That's right, Henry. Svatja. He's fun to be around. God's nails. I bet he'll show you the prettiest girls around.
There's plenty of other entertainment, too. Bailiff Thrush is holding a dice tournament, and Captain Gnarly a dueling contest. In short, a proper wedding. Eat and drink to your heart's content. Rejoice. It's a big day for Samin.
One more thing, sir.
What else? Did I forget something?
They're, weapons.
Yes, of course. Please leave your weapons with Tuma. You surely understand, it's for security.
All our weapons?
Well, the wedding present is an exception, of course. Keep it safe, Radovan.
Please, God will pay back double for your charity.
Where's your own canned drink?
Just a few crumbs of bread.
I'm sorry, I didn't buy supplies.
How's it going, groom?
Show some Christian kindness.
Give us poor beggar who be greedy.
Aye. Well, we're not getting any younger. How's it looking here so far?
I'll tell you, it's been a long time since we've had a wedding like this. It must have cost Lord
Hey, I didn't expect guests already. Oh, look.
And miss all this fun? Well, look who's here. Good to see you, Henry. This is Vitek.
We know each other. Henry saved my pa's hide from the wolves.
I heard about that. First the wolves and then the injured leg.
And that was just the beginning.
Aye, that's my pa, and his drinking. Well, I'm afraid he's
Are
not
you
going to
there?
fare much better today. He was asking after you. Did you talk yet?
I get a couple of these bugs. Or doesn't
Not
even
yet.
show any dialogue.
If you want to talk to him, you'd better hurry up. Knowing him, he'll be sloshed in no time.
Quiet, you two. Sakura. Now I don't know what he said to her. Christ. Look at her face.
Whose?
Look over there. That pretty girl and the sad sack trying to impress her.
That's our friend, Wojtek.
Can't say I blame him. She's lovely. Your friend has good taste.
He's bitten off more than he can chew, though. Hey, Svatcha, what's her name, anyway?
Mishka. Her ma is old Samin's cook. That asshole Wojtek thinks he's going to win her over with some idiotic verse.
Actually, girls like poems. Well, unless you gabble like a barnyard gander while reciting them.
Gander, huh? Good one. Why don't you show
Right.
Wojtek how it's done?
Well, I suppose I...
Jesus Christ! There's an idea! Let's bet on who has a better chance with Mishka. Vulgar Wojtek or Handsome Henry.
Handsome Harry.
I'd like to
Henry,
see
Henry,
that.
Henry.
You're on.
My money's on Henry. 10 groschen. So off you go, dust off your hose, tuck in your shirt, and go and win her heart.
I'll wager 10 groschen he fails.
I'm in.
Whoa! I didn't expect you to agree right away. You're an animal. You and I will get along just fine.
Well, you get along with everybody. Well, that is, if you don't punch them in the mouth at first sight.
I don't know who else do you.
Mishka, shall we have a dance?
My feet are sore.
Show me here. Almost. Oh, Mishka, dearest. You give me no rest.
Really? Isn't it the other way around?
You keep me awake at night.
You poor thing. Try a decoction of Melissa and Valerian.
Not very well.
How I long to hold you tight.
I can hardly breathe as it is.
Great things.
How I long to kiss your lips. And,
We're trying to get better.
my hands on your hips.
Enough. I can't listen to another word.
That makes two of us.
And you are who?
I'm Henry.
What do you want here?
To make the acquaintance of the young damsel. If she's willing, of course.
She's not willing, and she has no interest in your nonsense.
The damsel has a voice and a name.
Then may I know it? Or is that impertinent?
Mishka.
Now look here.
Anything wrong?
I spoke to her first.
Are we on the marketplace here?
You think you can amuse Mishka more? That's a joke.
You're a joke. And that's all you can do to amuse Mishka.
If you hadn't interrupted us so rudely, I'd have recited a poem to the girl.
You? A poem? You mean one that rhymes? Like, darling dear, bring me a beer?
So recite one yourself if you're so clever.
A vagabond I might be, with my pitcher empty. But now I am a lord, my dear, with a pitcher full of beer.
There might be something in that. Wojtek's been blabbering at me so long, I've worked up a thirst.
Blabbering? I was keeping you company.
How about you just leave me alone? Have you still not got it into your head that I'm not interested in you or your reciting?
But wait! There's 2 more verses.
And that's 4 too many.
This is all your fault. Who do you think you are? You turn up out of nowhere and start humiliating me in front of Mishka.
And what are you gonna do about it? Run home and whine to Ma?
I'll give you Ma. I challenge you to a duel.
What?
Are you afraid? Prove you're a man.
Wojtek, for the love of God, surely you're not going to fight here. I hope at least one of you has some sense.
You want it? You've got it.
God almighty, what creatures have you given souls to?
So, you cockerels, have you had enough?
That'll teach you manners.
Out! Oh, it was supposed to be a fair fight, and you pounded on me like a deaf man on a door.
Just a normal fist fight. Be a man. Hey, where's Mishka?
Did your turtle dove fly away? Sorry to hear that.
Oh, Sakra. So all that effort was for nothing?
Serves you right, fucking butcher.
She took off first chance she got. I expect she was glad to be rid of you two arseholes for a while.
See? If only you'd kept your nose out.
We're both to blame. We got each other all fired
Right.
up.
Whoa, whoa. I was just defending myself. But you came here strutting like a peacock.
Listen to reason, Wojtek. You're like two roosters, only you've got just one head. You two better calm down. You're at a wedding, so act like it.
Fucking hell. See what you did? Mishka would be mine if it wasn't for your meddling.
Did Wojtek? Would you look at that? The return of the prodigal son. How did it go?
I kicked Wojtek's arse. He didn't stand a chance against me.
You can say that again. When he walked by, he was upping and stumping like an angry badger.
Exactly. Poor fool. First the girl laughs at him, and then he loses a fight. That's a lot of shame to swallow in one day.
Well, Mishka took us both for idiots anyway. So the whole thing was for naught.
Anyway, you lost. So you're drinking.
Wait, what do you mean, lost? It was you two who made a bet. For 10 groschen.
Well, we did twist your arm a bit, so we'll drink with you.
All right then. To the newlyweds' health.
That's what everybody here drinks to. To ours!
To ours then. I should go and see Lord Semi. He looked worried, and I promised I'd help him.
The Lord sent me
He'll introduce me to Lord Van Bergen
Tell
in
you.
return.
to find someone who could go meet Lord von Berghoff. I don't even know where he's coming from. Didn't he tell you anything else? He didn't. Only that someone needs to go as soon as possible. Well, I'll send someone. Has the escort for Lord von Berghoff left already? Young Master Older said I wasn't to send anyone. Lord von Berghoff knows these parts very well. We don't have to meet him all the way.
Is that a
The present for older.
kind of like
Here to
total
help you, sir.
I said you
Warhammer.
didn't have to.
Well, I made a promise. Is this about the beggars by the gate?
That too, but I'm more worried about my wayward relatives. Their insatiable thirst.
You mean Yurko and the Moravians?
Oh, what did I do to deserve a nephew like him?
I'll try to keep an eye on them. Maybe I'll be able to keep them in check.
You'd be pulling a thorn from my side. But don't get your hopes up. Getting between them and booze is asking for trouble.
What about the beggars, sir?
Try asking Tuma, the guard on the gate. Maybe he's figured something out already.
I'll talk to Tuma and we'll work something out.
Well, try to be done with it before Lord von Berghoff arrives.
Of course.
Thanks, Henry. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I've been thinking about. I thought about trying it for like Warhammer 3, I think. My buddy was talking about it the other day. It looked like a lot of fun.
You're Henry, right? The one who came with the blacksmith.
The one and only.
You came to help me with them beggars?
Lord Semine would be glad if we got rid of them. I was told you'd know how.
It doesn't take a scholar to figure out. They came for arms, that's all. If they get some food, they'll be on their way.
How about giving them a few groschen? Wouldn't that do it?
Christ, don't even think about it. If word gets out among the beggars that we're handing out coin, there'll be twice as many of them tomorrow. Never, ever give them groschen. Better let them starve than that.
So what kind of food do you think we should give them?
If it was up to me, I'd give them scraps from the kitchen. But the cook keeps saying there's no scraps. Says she uses it all for soup and gruel. She put the scraps away in the pantry and won't let anyone in there.
Isn't there any way I could reason with her?
That's not going to be easy. She's got one hell of a mouth. I think even old Semin's afraid of her. He put her in charge of the feast.
That sounds interesting.
And now they're fighting over every single groschen. The wedding already cost him a fortune. If he starts giving to the poor as well, there'll be hell to pay.
Where's the pantry?
Right behind the kitchen. But like I said, the cook won't let anyone in.
Have you tried just asking her?
Why would I do that? I'm telling you, it's no use.
How can you be so sure? Maybe she'll be reasonable in the end.
Try it then.
I'll try talking.
Are you drunk?
I'm not. Why'd you ask?
Then you must be daft in the head.
No, if I can't reason with the cook, I can always try sneaking into the pantry.
Well, if you do, just make sure she doesn't catch you.
Did you notice if she ever leaves the kitchen?
I've seen her go and gather herbs, or put more food on the tables from time to time. But someone would have to eat it all first.
I'm not hungry right now.
Well, that's too bad.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Good luck, Henry.
Man, those kind of games, there's a lot to them. And they take forever. I got Civ 6 on Epic Games. And I can't get into it. It looks good. Seems kind of fun. But to me, it's boring. That was the first one I've ever played.
Can I try?
Can I get you a piece of piglet? Golden and crispy, well fed, here on the table. It will settle your stomach.
If I don't, someone else
What would you like, young man? Did the food run out? If it did, just say so. Otherwise, stay out of my kitchen if you wouldn't mind.
Tuma says you don't want to give anything to the beggars by the gate.
Well, I don't. What do you care?
Don't you feel sorry for them?
Don't try that on me. I can't share what I don't have.
Was there really nothing left?
If I give them what's left, I won't have anything to cook with tomorrow. And then what? Tuma should have just driven them away. Why even bother with them? What are you doing here? Can't you see I'm busy? This is my kitchen. Stay out of my way, please. What are you looking for? There's plenty to eat outside. Get out of my way. You'll find food outside. What are you doing here? There's plenty of food outside.
I love playing Tropico. I like base building in those kind of games. Base building, building your army. Those are fucking awesome. Well, I thought about Warhammer. I think you can do this shit in Warhammer. Manor Lord. There's another one like that. I thought about playing that. Let me get her. No.
picked some food off the tables.
Let me see. Maybe that'll be enough for them. That'll have to do. It won't last them long, but they can be glad to get anything at all. That's that then. Thanks for the help. And you know what? Wait for me here. I'll throw it to them, and then we'll drink to our success. And no excuses.
Oh, Christ. Look at the state of you, gamekeeper.
Henry!
Stop shouting, for God's sake.
I've been waiting for you, you know?
Oh, well. What do we do with you now?
You have to help me get back on my feet.
Meat? What meat?
On my feet, I said. Feet! Henry, have you been thinking?
What, me?
You? What about you? Are you drunk? Or what?
Good God, how am I supposed to help you get back on your feet?
Since you ask. Well, I could use some broth. Strong beef broth. That'll get my blood flowing.
I'll see what I can do. You just stay here and don't budge.
Don't worry. I'm really not going anywhere right now.
I would hope not.
What would you think if he arrived and it was all over?
No wonder he's in such a hurry.
I apologize.
You there? A word, if you will.
It's like too skillful.
I got your soup like you wanted.
Soup? What soup? I want beer.
No beer for you, Gamey. Here, eat up. I'll get you back on your feet with a bit of luck. Well, any better?
I think so. Thanks, Henry. What was it you wanted?
I want you to go to your wife. That poor soul's been looking for you all over Semine.
Aye. She'll give me an earful again.
She will. And rightly so.
Is invited as a guest of honor. What would you think if he arrived and it was all over?
Shall we wait till nightfall? Or perhaps dawn?
It's no wonder he's in such a hurry. Agnes is a pretty and sensible girl.
You will! Well, well.
Easy, Jack.
You gave me a hammering last time. Well, you'll near be so lucky this time.
You want to fight?
What's the matter? Are you shitting it? The laddie looks like he's gonna start agreeing.
What?
We're only having you on, pal. It's all water under the bridge. I'm Yurko from Moravia, and these fine lads hail from there too.
I'm Henry, of Scallis.
Well, Henry, come and have a wee drink with us to settle our differences.
No thanks. I'm not much of a drinker.
Come on, Henley.
That's
you
a lie.
wouldn't want us to take offence, would you? Can't make up without a wee toast.
All right, then. But just a little.
I knew you weren't no wet blanket. Fuck. That pish of yours makes me heave. It's no fit to drink. We have to find something better.
You know why Lord Samyn won't give you anything better? Because he's afraid you'll get drunk and start a brawl.
Now look here, you bumpot. I'll tell you an age-old piece of wisdom. A dry Moravian is 100 times more edge than a drunk one. So, if you didn't want this place smashed to pieces, bring us some decent liquor.
I see. This is getting serious. And where would I find something?
Something, my ass! We want the good swally we brought from Moravia. Seeing as we kept them being up with pishy. But old Samyn took it from us and hid it in the fortress dunnies.
Dunnies?
The cellars. That old Bodach even put them under guard, with our liquor inside.
And who's guarding the cellar?
A guard, of course. He's holed up in there like a badger, gawking at the door and not moving an
I don't
inch.
know. I've not seen anything where I can change anything on like facial hair or hair yet. I heard it's not coming in for a little bit.
Alright. But how will I recognize this stuff I'm looking for?
I'm sure you'll be able to tell. It's a wee jug. Well, maybe not all
Well, I heard
that
it's supposed to be
wee.
part of the update.
I don't think there's much I can do about the guard. Do you have any ideas?
I didn't care. Just get rid of him. Make up some keech so he fucks off. I'll let you in there. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
I reckon I don't have much choice, do I?
Yes, eat and drink.
Don't you worry about that. We've arranged everything, and we were happy.
Everybody's drinking and having a good time, and you're stuck sitting here in the cellar. Aren't you bored?
Don't even get me started. Finally, a proper wedding after all these years, and I'm sent to guard the cellar. So them Moravian drunkards don't drink it dry? Pah! And I'm so thirsty, I could suck the gamp out of these walls.
I really don't envy you.
Thank you. I feel so much better.
Now go and get yourself a beer. I'll take over for you for a while.
No way! If Tuma found out, he'd chew my arse off.
Tuma? Oh, come on. He's drinking too. We had some schnapps together a moment ago.
What? That sly bastard.
See? Why should you be stuck here like a sack of dry grain?
Right you are. If Tuma can drink, so can I. What would he think if he arrived and it was all part?
Look what I found for you.
Well, hooray! Bring it on! Ah. Well, that's something else. Hail Henry! Come and sit with us and have a swig.
Well, can't say no to that, since I brought it to you.
I knew you know Egypt. To health, God, and Henry.
And to the newlyweds.
To them too. Bottoms up.
God's nails, Henry. We're in trouble. You've got to help me.
What's happened?
The sword's gone. Someone must have taken it.
The wedding present for the young lord.
Not so loud, for God's sake. If I don't get it back, the old man will wipe the floor with me. You'll see. He'll make sure I never forge another nail in this county.
And couldn't you have left it somewhere?
Leave behind something so precious? Never. Someone stole it.
Did you show the sword to anyone else?
Well... You know, I had to show off a bit. Such a lovely piece of work. for Lord Semyon himself.
You were pleased with yourself, eh?
Everyone is, when their work is praised, aren't they?
Well, no wonder you didn't know which way
I made
was
it.
up.
Eat it.
The praise made the blood rush to your head. And maybe elsewhere, too.
Don't you worry about my head, damn it. We have to find the sword.
Who were you showing off that sword to?
A few people came to me to see it. A couple of girls. Young lads, too.
Young lads?
Aye, it's true. And one of them was a bit cocky.
Can you remember the last time you saw it?
I don't know. Maybe when we came? I showed it to old Semyon. He told me what a masterpiece it was.
I was there. What did he do then?
Then I ate a little something, drank, and went to take a piss.
And you had the sword on you the whole time?
Why would I go to piss with it? I put it down in the grass by the wall.
Aha. Let me guess. You haven't seen it since then?
Aye. I've been looking for it ever since.
What did the lad look like?
I don't know exactly. With all the commotion around here. He was kind of young, you know, a fop. Like a lot of fellas around here.
Well, that could be any one of a dozen.
If I knew exactly which one it was, I'd go and see him myself.
Don't you at least remember how he acted? Something that sticks in your mind?
Well, as I say, he was just cheeky-like. And he had these strange manners. Like one of the nobles. He's been strutting around to impress some wench. The one that lewd Chamberlain brought here, I think.
Ah, I see. I know exactly who we're looking for.
You do?
No, actually. I have absolutely no idea who you're talking about. And what was he wearing? Try to remember.
Aye, I know that. He was in yellow. He was well dressed, all right.
I'll try to find the lad. Maybe he'll know more.
If you find my sword on him, hang him by the balls right away. How's life treating you, old Bram?
I can't complain, though.
You mean you got it from something in here?
I think.
Bloody hell. First that von Bergoff, and now this. If any of the guests get sick, it'll be the talk of the county. If I find out you're lying to me and you've been getting drunk or playing dice the whole time...
I did none of that, I swear.
If you say so. Go ahead and tell Frank to flash it.
And I'll be feeling sick tomorrow. And the day after.
I must have eaten something.
You're of no use if you're running to the privy all the time.
I was fine this morning, I swear.
So, what are you going...
Yes? What do you need?
You're a little nervous, aren't you?
Not at all.
That's a lovely yellow attire you're wearing. You're exactly the kind of fella I'm looking for. Do you know Radovan? The blacksmith from Takov?
I don't. And whatever happened, I don't know anything about it.
You don't know him? Then why did he tell me he remembered you hanging around him right before he got robbed?
It's not my fault, I swear. It's the devil himself who guides my hand. I'm completely defenseless against him.
The devil, eh? You better come up with a better story next time. Now give me everything you took.
Yes, of course. Here, take it all. What would I do with this, right?
Nice haul. And now the sword.
Sword? But I don't have any sword.
Don't lie to me, sticky fingers.
I might be a thief, but I'm not a liar. This is really all I took. And anyway, where would I hide a sword?
All right. I'll be going now.
Please, don't tell anyone. I'll sit on my hands from now on.
You lad?
Greetings. What do you need?
You might be who I'm looking for.
Me? How's that?
Because you're dressed very nicely in yellow.
Envious, eh? My wife made these clothes for me, but they're not for sale. But she can make you some too, if you pay her well.
It's not your clothes I'm interested in.
Oh? Then what?
Blacksmith Radovan from Takov lost his sword. Do you know anything about it?
I saw the sword. The blacksmith himself showed it to me. Boasted that it was the finest in the whole county. Beautiful work, I must admit.
Did you like it a lot? Maybe even enough to take it from the blacksmith?
Hey, hold on. I do enjoy pretty things. I really do. But what would I do with a sword? I wouldn't even know how to hold it.
And was there anyone suspicious hanging around?
There was this one fella. I noticed him right away because he was dressed similarly to me, although his outfit was much poorer and tasteless. The color was fine, but otherwise it was a cheap, shoddy job.
Is that why you think he might have taken the sword?
He committed a fashion crime already. People like that are capable of anything.
You wouldn't know where I might find him, would you?
Indeed I do. He just dragged some woman up the stairs over there.
I'll go now.
Anything is...
So long. Farewell.
He's got a sword.
How about a pie? With poppy or cream cheese?
Drunk again. Oh! I'm sorry.
Who gave them booze this time, I'd like to know.
I don't have it all day for you.
Such a pretty woman, no escort.
All over his yard.
The escort
I
is
bet
what I'm
that
hiding
precious
from.
bull of his
In
just shuts
plain
all
sight
over it.
like this.
A beast like
The
that could
greatest
easily
shade
spray
is
the whole
under the
place in one
candlestick.
go.
Finally,
You know
we're alone.
shame.
It might have occurred to me you were the one I was looking for.
Me? Why?
I expect he means me, Flower. No doubt Henry assumed I'd starve to death if he wasn't on my arse for a while. So, are you glad to see me?
It doesn't matter. Radovan the blacksmith has lost the sword he made for the groom as a wedding present.
Well, that's a bit of a fuck up, eh? But I'm not really surprised when he was shoving it under everyone's noses and telling them there's none better in the county.
So you think someone nicked it?
I don't think so, I'm sure of it. The bailiff's son, Svatobluk.
What? Svatya? Nonsense.
What's going on here? You again?
Who is this drunk?
This is Wojtek.
Keep my name out of your mouth. And you? What are you doing here with my... girl?
I am not your girl. That is certainly not only yours. And it's a few years since anyone called me a girl.
Did you hear that? Scram. Nobody's interested in you.
So you've ganged up on me, eh? First you make a fool of me, and then this prick.
We didn't agree on anything. And forget about Mishka. She had no time for either of us.
I'm having a really bad day today. Women don't want me. My friends, I'm a joke. All that's left is the booze. Booze never lets you down.
Well, each to his own.
Oh, I was afraid you were going to start a fight.
You don't have to be afraid with me.
Hold up. No change in the subject. What did you mean about Svatya?
Like I said, he took the sword.
How do you know it was him who took it?
Because I saw him.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Do I have to drag every word out of you? Where did you see him?
The blacksmith went to the latrine and left his sword outside. The blockhead. Svatya had his eye on him the whole time and just seized the opportunity.
What did he do with the sword then?
I have no idea. I had better things to do than follow him around. Last I saw, he disappeared into the battlements by the latrine, and then he showed up in the backyard under the dovecot. He didn't have the sword anymore.
All right. I'll take your word for it and try to find the sword.
Finally, you've come to your senses. And Henry?
Yes?
Just don't fuck it up. We need to talk to von Berghoff.
Oldham complained about you again. What's the matter? Shit yourself!
Who gave them booze this time, I'd like to know.
How could I refuse?
So Svatya threw it in here.
But there's something I'd like to ask.
I found your sword.
Thank God, Henry. I was afraid I'd have to look for a job in another county. Who stole it?
The bailiff's son took it.
Svatya? Why the hell would he do that? He and young Semyon will be brothers-in-law.
Maybe that's exactly why.
Right. I heard he's got a grudge against the Semyons. But for him to act a fool like that, when Semyon finds out, he'll make the bailiff set the boy straight in no uncertain terms.
No one should be above the law.
Aye, but still, punishing your own son is a punishment in itself. But, as you say, it has to be done. You got it to me just in time. The ceremony is about to start.
So Lord von Berghoff has arrived?
Not yet, but the father is in a hurry to have his son married. I think the lad's a little scared. I'm not surprised. I had to get drunk as a lord before my wedding.
I didn't think they'd start the ceremony without Lord von Berghoff.
He'll show up, don't worry. Something just held him up, you know. Lordly business.
Where on earth is he? We've been waiting for hours. I sent someone to look for him.
Master Chamberlain, how's it looking? When's Sir Otto coming?
I wish I knew, sir. His party should have been here long ago.
What?
I sent someone to look for them, but there's no sign of them. It's regrettable, but we'd better start without him.
Let's get started, Father. Damn it.
Yeah, looks like get beat up.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here to witness the sacred union of Agnes and Alda. I ask you before God and His holy church to make your holy vow of matrimony, love, honor, and fidelity. Do you so swear until death do you part?
I do.
I do.
I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
right back where we started.
Von Burgov's not coming.
Alright. Be right back. Must use the restroom. And we're back.
So why stay here? I'll congratulate the newlyweds and go.
You're standing here.
That's funny. I swear I hit the live scene.
Since I left for a while. And he said if I move, even a bit, I could forget about my When is it to go?
You come to play dice?
Maybe.
Look what I've got.
A gold badge.
That's right, and it can be yours.
All I have to do is beat you at dice. So what are we waiting for?
Easy, youngster. It's not that. That means first winning against.
Why does it have to be so complicated? I'd rather play with you right now.
Don't complain. You can win badges from them too.
Tin, I expect.
So, all badges are good.
And how much am I betting?
It's no big deal. And if you lose,
how many times can I challenge?
As many times as the person makes it.
All right.
Someone's feeding.
I don't know this.
Father, have you seen the bride and groom? I'd like to personally congratulate them.
I haven't. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen young Alder since he made his vows.
And the bride?
A few moments ago, Agnes was talking with the cook's daughter.
Thank you, Father. I won't disturb you anymore.
God be with you. Till we meet again. I'm sorry.
You never think he's a word, if you will.
What is it?
I'll tell you, but come close. Young man, would you dance with my daughter? No one has asked her for a dance yet, and Dubravka is sad about it, even though she's such a pretty girl.
Why isn't anyone dancing with her?
She's so shy. She always sits at the back waiting to be asked for a dance. The cheekier girls always steal all the boys, so the poor thing is left alone.
Isn't there something more to it? Everyone with 2 legs dances at a wedding. And young girls are always in demand. So there must be something else. Or am I wrong?
All right, I'll tell you. My girl's just clumsy. She dances like she has 2 left legs, and she kicks and tramples every partner's feet.
I'm sorry, but I don't want my feet trampled.
How rude! Go away then. Dubravka's too good for you anyway.
Have you seen Alder and Agnes?
No, but I am seeing 2 of you, laddie. Hey!
Pig.
So what? We're at a wedding, are we not? We're drinking to the health of the newlyweds. And anyone who doesn't drink is only wishing them grief. So get boozing, laddie.
Thanks for nothing.
Who's going to tell me what happened with the head?
God's wounds, old Ram. Can't you let it go for once? We came here to have fun.
Go ahead and have fun then. I want to find out who's playing quick for me.
Then go and find out somewhere else and stop bothering us.
Farewell, my friend.
Shit, he'll be done.
But it doesn't matter. Get a hold of yourself. I can't stand the look of you.
Guess what I found in the pond?
What?
A sword. And not just any sword.
Damn it. So you're the one who found it.
So you know how it got there?
If you must know, yes, I do.
Why would you even steal the sword in the first place?
I wanted to humiliate old Samin. For the way he treats us. If the present for his son got lost right under his nose, he'd look like a demented old fool.
Oh, poor Radovan would be the one who'd get the worst of it. And I'm right behind him. You didn't think of that?
I'm sorry.
After tonight, you and the Semines will be one family. If I were you, I'd rather forget those grievances.
It's easy for you to say. You don't have to put up with their condescending horseshit every day. But you're probably right. Damn it. Farewell. And take a bath, for goodness sake. You look awful.
My friend.
Why did he leave? What are you doing here? Who are you?
I'm Henry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I was hoping to find you both here. Sir Alder as well. Come now, dry your tears. What's the matter, eh?
It's Alder.
Did he...
No. He just disappeared. Left practically right from the altar.
But why? You two look so happy.
I was hoping he'd stay at home more after we were married. Instead of always riding off somewhere. What a silly goose I am.
I heard he deliberately rushed the ceremony.
Everyone wanted to wait for Sir Otto von Berghoff. He was supposed to be the guest of honor. But Alder was on edge all day. Especially after that messenger arrived. He got impatient and said he wanted to have the ceremony right away.
What messenger?
He didn't carry any lord's colours, just a rider. He came in, exchanged a few rushed words with Alder, and then rode off again. And a little while after the ceremony, Alder rode off too.
Don't worry. He'll be back soon. Nobody would leave a pretty girl like you alone for long.
He couldn't care less about me. His father arranged the marriage mainly for the money they're getting from my pa. You don't have anything to say, do you? At least I see you think I'm right.
I'm sorry.
Oh well, I've already cried buckets. I could use a drink. How about you?
Shouldn't you slow down? The night is still young. Maybe Alder will come back and you'll have... duties.
Mother said all a girl has to do is lie down and hold on. I can do that drunk. Let Alder do all the work.
Wow.
Where is the booze? Oh, fucking hell! It's you again! Oh, fight! Fuck off me! You wanna fuck the bride, huh? Hypocrite!
What are you doing, you drunken fool?
Someone's been coveting the neighbour's wife, eh?
Bollocks!
Not that I blame you. You might have waited until this all went home.
You're no match for us, Potter. Don't spare.
I surrender.
Don't play games with me. Fight.
Now you're for
Nice.
See if I can get away with it.
You caught him out sweetly. Yeah. Don't spare him.
You should have fucking stayed out of that.
I'll rip your arse open.
What are those fancy moves? For fuck's sake.
Good. Good. Now my turn. I'll be done with you in a flash. Yeah. Don't spare him. I'll end your suffering. Good.
Quickly, for the love of God, sort out this rubble before they turn everything into firewood.
And of course, me and Hans are arrested.
Cursed luck. Well. Distinguished guests.
For the love of God. Does it have to be him?
Trust me, friend.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
We need to have a word with you.
Would your graces care to sit?
I think not.
What brings you to my humble rectory, gentlemen?
Are you all packed, Godwin? I heard you got kicked out of your humble rectory.
So who do I owe that to? You wouldn't have had anything to do with this, would you, Hanush?
You've no one to thank for that but yourself, Godwin. If you hadn't been living like an animal, you wouldn't be regretting it now.
You're wrong, though. I don't regret anything.
And I trust you won't regret hearing us out now. We have a secret mission for you.
Secret mission? Sir Radzig, I hope you're not trying to drag me into some state espionage game of yours. Somehow, over the years, I fell out of the habit of being inconspicuous.
You buffoon! Let his lordship finish!
Do you know about Lord Capon's mission?
Aye. I heard a word or two about that. Where was it you sent him? Trotsky?
Yes, to Sir Otto von Bergoff's castle.
Royal Chamberlain von Berger. The League of Lords fella.
You know more than I'd expect from you.
It doesn't surprise me. I also know that Trotsky is about 3 days' ride away.
2 days, weather permitting.
The young lord should have been back long since then, shouldn't he?
He should, but he's not.
Why did you come to me for this?
For Christ's sake, get your booze-soaked noggin working. Isn't it obvious? We need you to go to Trotsky and find out what's keeping him.
Why don't you send Henry after him? As far as I know, he's always done a good job for you.
That's exactly why he went with Capon.
So it's more serious than I thought. All right. I'll do it.
Well, that went better than I expected.
Oh, don't get ahead of yourself. I won't rest until my nephew is safely back in Perkstein.
When should I go?
Right away.
Fuck! Did they have to lock us up in here of all places? I have a feeling these walls are moving. The cell is getting smaller and smaller. Can you hear me? Let me out! Hey! Hear me!
Give it a rest. No one's come in.
I feel like we're going to be crushed here.
Well, that ought to bring us closer together.
Very droll. I just don't like these kind of places.
Like jails. Not a lot of people do.
No, I suppose they don't. Listen here, Henry. I wanted to say, well, that I'm glad to see you again. Henry? I understand. You're annoyed. Nevertheless, Henry, I wanted to say that, well, you were right. I behaved badly. Awfully. So, what were you getting up to the whole time, anyway?
I was working in the blacksmith's forge in Takov.
Oh, well, lucky for you, you have a trade you could work at.
Sort of. Most of the time I was actually chasing after lost carts, or scrambling over the rocks looking for hermits.
Well, at least you weren't bored, eh?
Well, you haven't been idle. Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, envoy to the royal hetman, and poacher.
Only commoners poach. I was hunting in the territory of another noble. Without his permission, admittedly.
But that's a capital crime.
Ah, bollocks! Nothing to worry about.
Heaven help us.
Shh, quiet! There's something going on outside the door.
Have you seen Captain Thomas? Yarrick says he's in a bad way.
He's right.
Them fuckers cut him up good.
Last I heard from Father Nicodemus, though, was that his wounds are healing.
Aye. Only he's been struck down by a fever. And the Sawbones is away with Sir Otto.
Good God.
Captain Thomas! Yes! He met us before we reached the pond, didn't he? We showed him our letter.
But he's in a fever. You heard them.
Oh, we'll deal with that somehow. Hey!
Leave it be.
Hey! Open up, you rabble! We're messengers from Rattay. Your captain can confirm it. Do you hear?
Again?
Those damned fools won't give us any peace.
Come on, fellas! Be reasonable. We're envoys of the Lord of Lipa.
About time. Just you wait till Lord von Berghoff hears how you treat a noble.
You, come with me to the courtyard. Chamberlain says we ain't gonna waste bread on you for nothing. We've got a job for you.
What about me? I want to talk to the captain right now.
You want to talk to God, fella. You're getting the gallows for poaching.
What? But you can't hang a nobleman.
Jesus, wait! Hear that? That bell's tolling for you, mate. 12 more times, and the priest will come for you. Hans!
But you can't!
Hans, don't worry, I'll fix it! Move it!
I'm a nobleman! You hear me? I'm a noble!
We'll see. If we can.
I'm Sir Hans Capon of Bergstein.
Any big buck.
So,
if
you want to get out of here, you'll have to make amends and work off your debt. For a start, you can carry all the charcoal from this wagon up to the store.
Wait, though. What's going to happen with Capon?
With that madman? He was poaching, so he'll swing.
But he really is a noble.
Ain't you a bit old for fairy tales, son? Once the bell tolls for the 12th time, it won't matter a damn who he used to be anyway. If you want to do something for him, pray. And best pretend you don't know him.
Your Captain Thomas can testify that we're envoys from Rattay. It's the truth, I swear.
Don't you say a word about our captain. We don't know if the poor fellow will live to see morning. They moved him during the night to the chapel at the very top of the Maiden. It seems only God can help him now.
And can I go there? I really have to talk with Captain Thomas.
Don't fucking annoy me, fella. You got off lightly so far, believe me.
What? You won't even let me pray in the chapel?
We will not. You're not allowed inside at all. And don't let me catch you snooping around there.
Why did they move your captain to the chapel? All that way up?
So he'd be closer to God. Either the good Lord will help him, or take him to his bosom. The captain's in a really bad way. And our Sawbones is away with Lord von Berghoff.
What about my things? You took everything away from me.
That's what happens to people in jail. When we set you free, you'll get your stuff back. In the worst case, we might keep something to cover the damages you caused at the wedding. Got it?
Got it. Do you always ring the bells before an execution?
Aye, it's a local custom. They say back in the past, the local lord slept through a scheduled execution, and they had to release the condemned man. Don't worry, that won't happen today.
What happens when I'm done with this?
What do you reckon? You'll get another job, and when there's no more work for you, you can bugger off wherever you like.
That's all?
Aye? What'd you expect? The axe? Lord von Berghoff is strict, but he ain't a tyrant. But poaching now, that's another matter.
I'll get to work then.
Good lad. The store's up by the gate to the inner bailey. Orsina the blacksmith is idling around somewhere there. He'll think up some job for you. Or go down to the outer bailey where they're building the scaffold near the gate. They'll be working up there for sure. And no wandering around where you're not allowed. Don't stick your nose inside the castle. Got it?
Yeah. Got it.
enough free girls for my liking, though. It's a lot better here in Trotsky.
Let's hope the bride doesn't hear you. She might take offense.
I wasn't talking about her, of course. The bride's always the prettiest.
I've been at weddings.
Why wouldn't they when it's true? It'll be bad, I tell you.
I don't know. Seems to me it's always the same. Bad.
Well, it'll be even worse. Look, there's a rabble running rampant over the countryside.
Ow! What the hell was that? Didn't like having something fly at your head.
It was nice.
Oi, Wojtek. Could you stop gabbing and come and help?
Can't you see I'm talking to someone?
I ain't seen you here. Are you new and all? Well, I'm Magda.
I'm Henry.
It's great to have some new lads here.
Oh, aye. Henry, how about you bugger off? I wouldn't want a repeat of our last disagreement.
Are you also helping Wojtek's uncle?
What uncle?
Wojtek here said he's helping his uncle, Osina the blacksmith.
No, I'm not helping anyone's uncle. This is a punishment, just like with Wojtek here.
A punishment?
Aye. We got into a bit of a fight at Lord Semin's wedding.
What? Are you trying to make a fool of me?
Ah, that's not quite how it was.
You wretch.
Oh, thanks. You really are a cunt.
A cunt? While you're having fun chatting up girls, I'm hauling sacks. If anyone's a cunt, it's you.
Psst. Don't worry, I'll find you.
Doubt it.
Put it that way, nothing escapes my eye, and Ulrich knows that, so he sometimes invites me for a chat about what's going on. Call it what you like. Nobody likes snitches. Your grandmother.
Careful.
Although it's true, he was looking a bit...
God be with you, neighbour.
Good day to you.
That's that.
Hey, vagabond!
I finished hauling the sacks. What now?
How should I know? They told me to think up some job for you, so you wouldn't be idle.
Well, I'd say there's plenty of work to do around here. I'll gladly help you with something.
Aye, but I've only got work in the forge, and that ain't for everyone. I'm a respected tradesman here, understand?
Well, I'm a blacksmith too, even if I don't look the part right now.
Oh, really?
Aye. My pa was a blacksmith, a respected one.
Then you might actually be some use to me. At least I wouldn't have to work my fingers to the bone all the time. I'll tell you what, go to the forge. The fire's gone cold. I haven't had much time for, well, the trade. So fire it up and make some horseshoes for Kabat. He's our groom, always bothering me that he don't have shoes for the horses. And there's only one nag stabled here now that his lordship's away with his men.
All right. How many should I make?
How many legs does a horse have?
4.
Smart lad. We've got one horse. That's 4 times 1. But Kabat's already got 3. So that's 4 minus 3, which is...
1. All right.
You'll find everything you need in the trunk in the forge. It's there, past the gate.
All right. But I was told not to go there.
And now I'm telling you to go. And when it's done, bring it to me to check so you don't make me look bad. Off you go. Lads, this here
What's the matter, good wife? Why are you standing here grumbling?
Because of that damn blacksmith. I'm waiting here for him like for Judgment Day. The lock on my spice chest is stuck, and Sir Otto will be back any time. How am I to bake gingerbread without ginger, eh?
How can the blacksmith help you?
How do you think? He always takes this bit of wire and opens the chest for me, and then he promises to change the lock for 3 years now.
But the blacksmith is just around the corner.
I know he is, only he tells me to wait, that he's got more important things to do.
Seems to me he's just talking.
I wouldn't be surprised, the lazy wretch. But what can I do? I'm just a loudmouth cook, so I have to wait.
Can I help you somehow?
No, unless you can pick a lock. And decent folk don't know how to do that.
Oh, you said the blacksmith knew how to do it, though. So the blacksmith isn't a decent man?
Aye, and he ain't decent. He's a nasty piece of work.
I know how to do it, but first I have to get tools for it.
All right, I'll wait here. Another while won't kill me.
a bit more, and I'll be done. I should heat it up again. About that horseshoe.
Well, did you get it done?
Yeah. Here.
Well, what are you standing around?
No. You told me to bring it and show it to you.
You're a smart one, eh? He's our groom. Just between the two.
Fanka the cook sent me.
Jesus Christ. God protect us from all evil. What does that harpy want?
She's not able to open the spice chest.
Again? She's a bloody nuisance.
Maybe if you fixed it, she'd stop bothering you.
Maybe if your pa wiped you off on his sleeve, you wouldn't be here making cheeky remarks. I'm a castle blacksmith, not some village tinker. I've more important things to do.
She told me you always open it with some implement. I'll gladly do it if you tell me where to find one.
Jesus, why do you even talk to that woman?
I'm supposed to help out around here.
What of it? I already let you into the forge anyway. There's this small red pot on a shelf there with some lockpicks in it. But I don't suppose you know how to use one.
As it happens, I do.
I'd rather not ask where you learned. Although you just got out of jail though, eh? Just don't get up to any funny business with them.
Sure. I brought you those horseshoes. I mean, horseshoe.
That took long enough. I've only got one horse here and I've got nothing to shoe him with. And you know who gets in the shit over it?
You?
Or I'd have to go back to what I was doing before.
What did you do before?
You're a bit inquisitive.
Well, I get that. Not quite. I'd also like to know if you still got any tools.
I might be able to find something, but I'll tell you, it won't come cheap.
Maybe another time.
Suit yourself.
God in heaven. Your Christ, pardon me.
The first bell. Another in.
What was that? What was that? Medicine? Did you have it delivered? You could have had me do it. Wow. Wow. Huh? You had like a $15 tip, didn't you?
So I got what I needed, and we can get to it. Where's that chest?
It's in the castle cellars. Follow me. My time is precious, seeing as how his lordship will be back any time.
Yeah, but I'm not allowed there. I was told to stay in the courtyard.
Never mind that. You're going with me and you're helping me. Come along.
That's good. Yeah, that money could have come to me. That would have been really weird.
What a day. I burnt the rue in the morning, and then the girl told me we're out of venison.
It would have been 2.
I don't know what that gamekeeper's up
Usually I
to
wouldn't
yet.
get those till like
Actually,
after
I do
2.
know, and it ain't nothing good. And now this. 3 years that lock is broken, and 3 years that good for nothing has been promising to fix it. But no. After all, I'm just a stupid cook Fanker, who's always nagging and won't leave anyone in peace. But if I didn't nag, there'd be nothing done in this godforsaken castle. You have to kick people's asses here to even get them out of bed in the morning. Oi. Here it is, that damn chest. 3 years I've been telling him. God's truth.
What is it?
Ah, damn.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. That's fucking horseshit.
I brought you those.
That, and you know.
You?
Exact. All right.
Do I get some?
Hey.
I'll be going then.
So run along.
I'm sorry.
Why
Hey,
would you?
Wojtek.
Can't you?
I ain't.
Oi.
Oh, I will. Me neither. I'll just.
Are you all?
Sorry, I have work.
Aye.
It was not. What was Lord Semin's wedding like?
It was nice.
It's dumb. Shouldn't even do that. Talking about.
The first bell. Another 11 to go. Still no sign of the blacks.
None at all.
Oh well.
He ought. Christ, pardon me.
So I got what I.
It's in the castle.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Never mind.
Alright.
What a day. I burnt the rue in the morning, and then the girl told me we're out of venison. I don't know what that gamekeeper's up to again. Actually, I do know, and it ain't nothing good. And now this. 3 years that lock is broken, and 3 years that good for nothing has been promising to fix it. But no. After all, I'm just a stupid cook Fanker, who's always nagging and won't leave anyone in peace. But if I didn't nag, there'd be nothing done in this godforsaken castle. You have to kick people's asses here to even get them out of bed in the morning. The lazy boat. Here it is, that damn chest. 3 years I've been telling him. God's truth. Thank you kindly, young man. If you want to get a bite to eat, stop by the kitchen. Christ, pardon me.
as a dungeon.
Sir, I want to ask you something.
You? What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be helping outside in the courtyard? Christ! Ah! First you cause mayhem at a noble wedding, and now you go snooping around where you shouldn't.
I noticed, sir, that something is troubling you. I could help you.
How could a vagabond like you help me?
One vagabond isn't the same as another, sir. It can be hard to tell the difference between beggars and us students from Prague, but we have a bit of knowledge.
And what are you doing here? Prague is a long way off.
I'm here to gain experience. Our professors encouraged us to travel the world, but I ran out of coin and things went from bad to worse.
Mm-hmm. And where did you study?
Prague University, of course. So far, I've completed the Septem Artes Liberalis, and I'm getting ready for the Quadrivium.
Oh. Well, my nephew had some difficulties with arithmetic in the Quadrivium.
Oh, I understand. It's a difficult subject, and I'm a bit anxious about it myself. Nevertheless, although I don't have a degree in medicine, I have learned a few things.
Well, you really surprise me, lad.
Anyway, I'll examine you and try to make a diagnosis.
Yes, that should help.
With your permission, I'll examine you, sir.
What? Here and now?
Don't worry, I'll just have a look at you. You don't have to lie down or strip.
I'm glad to hear it.
You're quite pale and rather sweaty.
When it comes upon me, I sweat a lot.
Your eyes are all right. Do you have ringing in your ears?
No.
Do your hands shake?
Well, I'm not the youngest, but it's nothing too bad.
All right. Did you get advice from anyone about it? Have you tried anything for the pain?
Well, I talked to our surgeon. He just said it was odd and told me nothing more. So I went to Kolin to see Professor Joachim Bavorsky, and he advised me.
Yes? What?
It's a little awkward for me to talk about, I must admit.
Master Chamberlain, I'm here as a practitioner of the medical arts. You can rest assured that whatever you tell me will remain between us.
All right. The professor spoke at length about Jupiter and the houses, and then he told me that my bodily humours are out of balance.
I would expect so. And what did he recommend?
Well, that I should get more silver into my body. So I wear more silver jewellery, and when there's a full moon, I go to the meadow here below the castle, naked.
Really? So you're taking it quite seriously. And has it worked?
No, but there'll be a full moon soon, so I could damn well use some other advice.
I understand. Tell me, Master Chamberlain, is the pain like someone stabbing you in the belly, or more like pouring hot oil down your throat?
What kind of question is that? How should I know? No one ever stabbed me in the belly or poured hot oil down my throat. Obviously.
Aha. Good point. Tell me, sir, what about your, let's say nighttime activities?
Well, I'm not married, if you're asking about that.
But that's no obstacle, is it? Although the Holy Scriptures call on us to be chaste, even a saint can sometimes sin.
Not I. I never managed to find the right woman who would, how shall I put it, who would be a good counterpart for me and yet not provoke outrage.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Actually, neither am I.
I'm sorry, sir, but you have all sorts of symptoms. I'd advise you to rest and keep calm.
I tried it, but how am I to keep calm when my stomach is burning, as if I had a hole in it?
Well, unfortunately...
Then go away, would you? A lot of help that was.
Well, I was given the job of hauling sacks of charcoal, and now I've nothing to do.
And why are you bothering me with that? Do you think every triviality is my concern?
I'd never think such a thing, sir. I'm sure you have lots of work and little time. I didn't mean to bother you. It's just that no one else told me what to do, and I don't want to be idle.
Oh, typical. If I don't do it myself, no one will. But that doesn't change the fact that I don't know what to do with you.
I'll be going then.
Be off.
Well, that was no help.
If you're after some leftovers, the kitchen's up top. I don't think there's much there.
Makes my stomach turn. Christ almighty. Pain. Christ almighty. Pain. Christ almighty.
It
Pain.
happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
I don't want to see.
Honestly, that did me no fucking good in any of that shit.
Guard?
Must you interrupt me at my prayers? If it's arms you want, go to the kitchen.
Sorry to bother you, but I heard you praying. I need to get to your captain.
You know Thomas? Where from?
I ran into him when I was begging along the road, and he gave me a bit of food. I wanted to thank him.
Thomas helped folk a lot, it's true. But you won't be able to do that now. Thomas is lying in a fever upstairs in the Maiden. It don't look good for him. Them bastards cut him up good, the poor fella. And if that wasn't enough, they stole his rosary too. Barbarians.
What exactly is wrong with Thomas?
He was badly wounded in a fight. It looked for a while like he wouldn't live to see the dawn. But he got a bit better. Only a few days ago he caught a fever and the Sawbones is away with Lord von Burgo. And that fever ain't letting up.
And the Maiden Tower, which one is that?
You in Trotsky for the first time, eh? It's that narrow, higher one on the eastern side. We call the second one the Crone. There's some legend about it, but to tell the truth, it never much interested me.
I'll be going. I'll pray for Thomas.
Thanks.
The second toll for Hans.
Go on duty too.
I suppose you're waiting here for a bite to eat.
Damn right. Like, I know they're preparing a banquet for his nibs, but they could have left one cook here, or at least a bit of gruel, for Christ's sake.
I can try and find something for you.
Haven't you got anything better to do?
Not really. Besides, I'm quite hungry myself.
Go and look then. There's some baths down below. There might be something there. I'd go myself, but if someone saw me there, I'd be in trouble. Ever since... well, never mind.
I'll figure it out somehow. I'll be going then.
Go, and if you meet...
would you like?
I'll have a look at your ware.
Thank you, and take care.
Still hungry?
I wouldn't be here. Thanks. Well, at least I won't starve.
You're welcome.
You?
I need help.
Who doesn't? I still have to clean out all the fireplaces in the Crown. Do you know how many there are?
I really don't know, but I'm in quite a fix. And you look like someone who could help me.
Apart from the fact that I'm not much of a good Samaritan, I can't imagine how I could help you.
Well, we're in the surgeon's chambers. I'm sure there's plenty of stuff here that would be of use.
I suppose. But I still don't know why I should help you.
Because I could make plenty of trouble for you with the Chamberlain.
Uh-huh. And what would you tell him? That old deviant couldn't care less about anyone searching the surgeon's chambers. I wouldn't be the first or the last.
But he'd sure as hell care about how you talk about him. Deviant isn't a name that some lowly maid should be calling Lord von Bergov's right-hand man.
All right, all right. I get it.
Tell me what I need to know, and no one has to hear about it.
All right. If it's medicine you're after, the surgeon has a store across the corridor. There's all sorts of junk there, but there's one chest where he puts stuff that he hasn't used up. He locks it carefully, but you might get lucky.
And what if there's nothing interesting for me in there?
Then tough luck. But you can go and have a look at his records. That crackpot writes down everything he does. Maybe he gave someone something that might be of interest to you.
All right. Thanks.
And now get out of my way. Simple maid like me has lots of work to do in this castle.
third, Tol. I better get moving.
Hey, what's up? I'm doing good. You? Awesome.
Damnation.
Yeah, right. Fuck. Yeah, they did really good with CryEngine.
The fourth bell. I'll be going there.
Be off.
I made you a potion.
I'll be going.
That was fun.
What did you...
You're...
Well, I guess... Not quite.
But I'll tell you.
Let's see what you've got.
Oh well, what can you do? Farewell then.
What about those lockpicks?
Shh.
Isn't there maybe something I could do for you in exchange?
Well, since you're offering, a very nice...
Who did you lose it to?
Father Nicodemus.
Don't worry.
But with no trouble.
Naturally. Do you know where Captain Thomas is? I heard he was in a bad way.
It's true, son. It doesn't look good for him. Why do you ask?
I'd like to pray with him.
A kind thought, but you can't get to Thomas. I had him moved during the night up to the chapel in the Maiden.
Why did you take him to the chapel?
The surgeon is away with Lord von Berghoff, and Thomas has got considerably worse. I don't like to say it, but there's nothing left but to pray for a miracle.
Uh-huh. I'll be going then.
Go.
Shit.
It seems like you'd be glad.
So I'll be quite...
I heard you have a certain...
Aye.
How do you mean?
Kabat is known...
Hang on. You're saying you don't mind holding on to a stolen item?
And who should I give it back to? I doubt Kabat will tell me who he took it from. Besides, you've got to admit a rosary belongs in the hands of a servant of the Lord. It's safe with me. Once its owner turns up, I'll gladly give it back to him.
Or lose it in a game of dice. I wouldn't say it's very safe in your hands.
I'm a priest, not a saint. So what of it?
Let's play for it then.
Certainly, why not? As long as you put up a decent wager against it.
Maybe we better...
As you wish, friend. But if you should...
Oh, fuck.
What are you doing here?
The bell's ringing for Hans the 5th time. Let's make a deal.
You have no business here. Do you want me to report you?
Wait, we can come to some agreement, can't we? I was just fooling around. I meant nothing by it, and I certainly didn't want to upset you, of all people. I know how hard you have it.
Well, that's true, all right. And I'm sure you also know that I won't be so lenient next time. Time to go! Time to go! You won't budge, eh? Have it your way. Hand over the compensation, or I'll get the guards involved. I'll really go and get those
I'm
guards.
sure we can
Is that
sort
what
this
you
out.
Want? You have no business here.
Wait, I was just fool, and I certainly...
Well, and I'm sure... Time to go! Time to go! It's him! Arrest him! Someone's broken into my house. I'm sure he wants to steal something.
I surrender!
I've got it in for... You're that bastard. I'll have none of that.
Look, can you keep a secret?
What are you talking?
Look, we're both...
Where are you going?
It's like this.
No.
They're really... well, this yarn's at high... Then all of a sudden, that girl made a run... Oh.
All right. That's taken care of. Off you go now.
Can't even make.
Good day to you.
I was told to come...
Nice timing.
No, but I'd be glad to learn.
That ain't worth a damn to me if I have to teach you. I got the job of fixing up this here scaffold, so it don't collapse when we hang that poacher. But the whole thing is fucked. I need a good carpenter's axe. There's one broadaxe in the shed, but it's as blunt as a file. Of course, Osina didn't find time all year to hone the thing.
But that poacher is innocent.
An innocent poacher? But that's nothing to do with me. My job is to make sure it don't collapse when he swings.
By the way, would you happen to know how I can get up top in the Maiden?
Why, up the stairs, of course.
Yeah, but I'm not actually allowed inside the tower.
Then don't go there. Hey, I'd love to chat with you, but I got a job to do.
I could help you with that.
You could? Well, that'd be great. Go and get it from the shed, sharpen it, and bring it back to me.
Sure thing. All done. Here it is. Hope it's good.
Sharp as a skinning knife. Nice. Without your help, the scaffold could well collapse under that poacher. And nobody wants that. Anyway, thanks. I can't afford to fuck things up today. The Chamberlain is as tetchy as the devil.
Isn't he always?
Yeah, but even more today. Anna the laundress said he's got bellyache. Everyone is avoiding him like the plague.
Uh-huh. I'll be going.
Aye.
Take care, but the answer's obvious. Drink together. That way.
Maybe I can use that information to help me get through. Let's see.
The 6th bell. Half the time is up.
What?
All right! You caught me. I surrender.
Yeah, here you are. You're that bastard who's been snooping around on other people's property. I'll have none of that. You'll pay a fine, and then you'll show me what you've stolen.
What are you talking about?
Look, can you keep us...
What are you talking about?
Look, we're both men.
Where are you going with this?
It's like this.
No.
They're really good in bed.
That's a...
Well, this yarn spinner, at high noon, then all of a sudden, that girl made a... Aye.
All right, then.
I didn't even do nothing. I don't even know why they're...
I'll be going then.
Motherfucker.
Be off.
I just want to punch this motherfucker. This is dumb. Like, you can't...
Christ almighty. Pain.
I don't want to sneak.
And when that's all done, let the maids get stuck into cleaning, so you don't show me up in front of his lordship.
Hans!
Henry!
Yes. Unfortunately, that's true. They're building a scaffold in the courtyard.
Jesus Christ! You've got to find that Captain Thomas, who can testify who we are!
I know, but they took him during the night up to the chapel in the Maiden Tower. They won't let me in there.
Jesus! Why do I have to have such rotten luck? Christ's wounds.
Well, we've been damn lucky all the time I've known you. It was only a matter of time before it turned to shit.
It's all the same. How did you get in here anyway? Did they let you come and see me?
Oh, not exactly. I shouldn't be here. And if they catch me, the game's up.
That's not good. There's a guard just around the corner watching the jail.
Well, I'll have to try and get further. I'll manage it somehow.
Just don't get caught.
And smile. I don't want to see any.
I do everything right.
The 7th bell.
You're not permitted to be here. Give up!
Easy now. I surrender.
You can't say you weren't warned. You'll pay up.
Utter nonsense. All of this. You're keeping me from an important mission. You'll have to answer to the nobility for this.
Oh, I apologize, my lord. I must have made a mistake. Let's just forget about this. That's that. And now off you go.
Pardon me for disturbing you, miss.
If you want to pray, go somewhere else. The chapel is closed. Unless you're a priest. Which I presume you're not.
No, I'm not. My name is Henry.
I'm Adela, Thomas's sister. What is it you want, Henry?
I need to talk to your brother.
No chance of that. He's been lying in a fever for 3 days. And the surgeon is away with Sir Otto. Unless he returns soon, Thomas won't be talking to anyone ever again.
Maybe I could help somehow?
The only one who can help now is the priest. And I don't want to sound gloomy, but all he can do is pray too. Just the same as me.
Where's the physician?
He's with Lord von Berghoff. When Thomas started to get feverish, he left some concoction for him. He was only meant to be gone for a while. But it seems they got stuck somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, the concoction ran out, and we don't have any other physician here.
I'm not a physician, but I could try and brew that concoction. It can't hurt to try. Do you know what it was brewed from?
If I knew that, I'd have brewed it myself. Not even our surgeon knows. He does everything according to his books. He uses some medical manuscript, whether he's treating people or livestock.
And where is this book?
How should I know? Probably in his chambers, in the Crone.
I'll have a look there then.
But no one is allowed there.
I'll figure it out somehow.
Why do you want to help us?
Well, unless Thomas recovers and testifies that me and my friend are messengers from Rattay, then my friend will be executed.
You mean that poacher who's to be hanged?
He's a noble. Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. The whole thing is one big misunderstanding. And only Thomas can sort it out.
I'm a bit bewildered by all this. But all right.
The main thing is, I want Thomas to live too.
Yes, you're right.
I'll get going then. I don't have much time, and neither does Thomas.
Go. And thank you.
On the right, Yannick.
This place is off limits to you. Halt!
I surrender!
You can't. You'll pay up.
How dare you accuse... Do you have any idea?
Oh.
That's taken care of.
You're not permitted to be here. Surrender at once!
I surrender!
You can't say you'll pay...
How dare you? Do you have any idea?
Oh, that's that. And now off you go. I'm watching you.
It's the 8th bell. I need to hurry.
so simple, man.
Ninth bell. Only 3 to go.
Still.
Did I boil it for too long?
If anything goes missing...
What's that sound?
Easy! I surrender!
You can't say you'll pay up.
How dare you have any...
Oh, that's taken care
You're
of.
not
Off you
permitted
go
to be
now.
here.
Got it.
Did you get it?
Yeah. Did.
It will have to be diluted.
Like how the door's still left open.
His fever is getting worse. If this doesn't work, I don't think he'll last long.
They got better alchemy and everything. Well, that actually helped a lot.
You all to be vigilant. These days we have all sorts of vagabonds, drifters, outlaws and bandits roaming the country. And we have one of those vermin here today. A fella called Hans, who is clearly not right in the head. A dangerous madman, a brawler, and a thug, the worst of all, a poacher. And so, for the damages he caused to our dear Lord Otto von Berghoff, he is sentenced to be hanged by the neck until dead!
You can't execute this man. He's a noble. Captain Thomas here will testify that we're messengers from Ratoi.
What is this nonsense, for Christ's sake?
It's true. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Deal with it, for God's sake!
But, sir, the captain...
Captain Thomas has a fever. He's clearly delirious. Seize them immediately.
You can't do this! I'm a nobleman, do you hear? A noble! Get your hands off me! You can't do this!
I don't know why that happened.
My lord? What the hell is going on? It was just a... It's a hanging.
You can't hang him. He's a noble.
That's for me to judge. Take him down! And for Christ's sake, help me off this horse!
I wonder what's wrong with him.
You may enter. His lordship is expecting you.
So, you're messengers from Rattay, huh? I was wondering when someone would turn up. All right, then. Let's hear it.
My respects, Sir Otto. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and this is Henry of Skalitz, my escort.
Welcome to Trotsky, gentlemen. I'd greet you standing up as befits, but I'm glad I can even sit at the moment.
I heard you were ambushed by outlaws.
You heard right. Those bastards did a job on me. And I got out luckier than most. Almost all the others were killed, including my page and my surgeon. So there is no one here to heal me, and I will have to inform poor Albert's father that his son died in my service.
I hope your health will soon be restored, sir.
We shall see. But now, you tell me what happened here in Herrgottsnamen. Why did my chamberlain try to hang you, Lord Capon?
In truth, the welcome we got from your Master Chamberlain was somewhat... how shall I put it?
Sir, we came to your castle in a state of desperation. Your chamberlain had the guards empty excrement on my lord's head and beat him without hearing us out. You were still at the castle then, and if he'd let us see you, maybe you wouldn't have left and wouldn't have been ambushed. And if that wasn't enough, when he had Sir Hans arrested, he refused to believe who he was, even though not only I told him, but your Captain Thomas too.
I must say you have courage, youngster. But I expect I would also be in such a foul mood if the same had happened to me.
Sir!
Best be quiet, Ulrich. We will talk about that another time. And I apologize to you for that unpleasantness. At least it ended better than it might have. Anyway, let us leave this misunderstanding aside and get to the point. As far as I'm aware, Rattay showed no interest in negotiations before, either with me or with the League of Lords.
True. Our houses have thus far stood on opposite sides.
I should say so. Attacking Brno and Jihlava together with that renegade Sokol of Lemberg hardly inspired our sympathy. But let us leave that aside. Tell me, what does Sir Hanush have on his mind? I am all ears.
Unfortunately, during the ambush, we lost the letter we were carrying, so you'll have to make do with my word of mouth.
All right. Go ahead and speak.
In brief, Sir Hanush, Sir Radzig, and other lords take the view that the situation has got out of control. And that's of no benefit to anyone in Bohemia, neither Wenceslas's supporters or the League of Lords. King Sigismund's actions will not lead to instilling greater order than under King Wenceslas. Quite the contrary.
Let us say that maybe. What arises from it?
Sir Hanush and the other lords on our side are interested in knowing what the stance of the League of Lords is at this moment, and whether they haven't perhaps reevaluated some things.
In other words, whether I might betray Sigismund.
I wouldn't be so bold as to suggest that, sir. We are merely interested in whether you would sit down at the negotiating table with us. It's necessary to discuss the future of the kingdom, whether it's to be a common one or not.
The future is still a long way off for me, Lord Capon. Nonetheless, Sir Hanush and Sir Radzik are right. There is disorder and anarchy in the land. Bandits riding roughshod all over. As we all know, to our cost.
We've had plenty of experience of that at home too, sir. Only a short time ago we had to deal with a similar band.
Then you will surely understand that before I begin debating who would be the better king, I must sweep my own doorstep. Only I'm damned if I know how to do that, since those bastards have wiped out half of my garrison, including my captain.
If I may be so bold, sir, you're not the only one. We also have a score to settle with them, so Henry and I will gladly help you.
Is that so? Now that is what I call the words of a knight, Sir Hans.
Right now, we've got a common enemy. So we have common interests, too.
So then, sir, may we be of assistance to you?
Indeed, you may. Perhaps in the end we may really find some common ground. I need to muster sufficient reserves to deal with those outlaws once and for all. I'm summoning my vassals here to Trotsky. And since I don't have many men left to send as messengers, I will gladly accept your help.
Just say the word, sir. Where should we go?
You'll go to Nebakov, a small castle, or rather a fortress among the cliffs. The yeoman there, Jaromir Nebak, is an old hardhat and may not be very willing to fulfill his obligations. It would be useful if an eloquent noble like yourself visited him to explain him clearly why I need his whole garrison.
Is that all, sir?
It's no simple task. Knowing Jaromir, if I sent a common messenger, he'd come back with a boot print on his backside. Dealing with the lower nobility can be tricky. They tend to be fixated on their own somewhat fragile status.
Who is this Lord Nebak?
The lord of a smaller house with not much in the way of estates, just a fortress and lands, but he also owns a mill that provides a significant part of his income. His children are grown up. His daughter married well, thanks to Sir Otto. His son is away from the domain, dealing with duties. Sir Otto helped him to acquire an official position. In short, the House of Nebak is more than beholden to Sir Otto for his magnanimous help and support.
Thank you, Ulrich. Nevertheless, I suspect Jaromir will not be keen to charge into battle. But that is of little consequence. He has a few good men who will be useful. That will do us. If he delivers, I will regard his obligation as fulfilled.
What should we do if he's unwilling to heed what we say?
His house has always been loyal to mine. And it has always been more than worth their while. So tell him that I would like it to remain so. I do not expect any great obstacles, but it would be wise to show Sir Jaromir respect by sending him someone of status. He will take his time over being persuaded, and then concur, as he always has done.
I'll get to him somehow, sir.
I expect nothing less from you.
Is the route safe?
As I said, the fortress is in the wilderness amongst the cliffs. There are many places where outlaws may be hiding, so watch out.
Don't worry, sir. I have Henry here by my side for such situations.
We'll take care of it, sir. Count on us.
All right. We'll head out as soon as possible. Let's not delay our diplomatic mission unnecessarily.
Very well. I think that is all for now. The Chamberlain will show you where you can put your heads down, and he will supply you with horses. And once we have resolved this little digression, we shall talk about your own mission.
Thank you, sir.
May I ask something, Sir Otto?
Oh. Ask away, young man.
When you were ambushed, Did you see those bandits? Would you recognize any of them?
Henry, don't start with that again.
Why do you ask?
The thing is, when we were ambushed, I believe I saw among them one of the men we ran up against at home.
Oh. What did he look like? Do you know his name?
He's called Istvan Toth, a Hungarian noble. He wears black armor. A stocky fella, around 40.
I've already told you that's nonsense. How would he be here? You only saw him from a distance, from behind. You're imagining it.
And why does this Toth interest you, young man?
He was the leader of a band that made trouble for us in Sasau. And he has something that belongs to me.
Ah, interesting. Interesting. But I must disappoint you. I saw no one of that description.
Thank you, sir. And sorry. I had to ask.
I understand. And now I shall entrust you to the care of Uri here. And I shall look forward to the good tidings you bring me from Nebakov. Go with God, gentlemen.
Thank you for everything, sir. The Lord be with you.
There will be time enough yet for social niceties. Now there are more practical matters to deal with. Sir Otto has generously agreed to accommodate Lord Capon in one of his chambers. And you, Henry, shall also be accommodated, as befits your station. There, your equipment shall also be returned to you, and you'll find your horse in the stable. Nevertheless, his lordship takes the view that, as a noble's escort, you should have a befitting mount. And therefore he has kindly decided that you may take one of our horses, if you so wish. Gentlemen, follow me. So, Sir Hans, allow me to...
Hold on, Sir Ulrich. If you think everything is settled between us, and we're going to act like nothing happened, then you're mistaken.
Sir?
You were going to have me executed a short while ago. I expect a proper apology.
Then please accept my apology once more, sir. But given the circumstances...
Given the circumstance? What circumstances?
Sir, poaching is a capital offense.
And are you the king? That you can hand down death sentences? No, you are not. What's more, you had plenty of reasons to realize it wasn't a good idea.
Sir, I could not have realized that.
You couldn't have realized? Yes, you could, but then you wouldn't have been able to play the Lord and stage private executions.
Sir, once more I apologize. And now, please allow me to show you to your quarters.
I wouldn't dream of inconveniencing you. I'll find my quarters by myself. Henry, once you're done with that annoying fool, get your horse and we'll meet at the gate.
Well, it seems Lord Capon will not be requiring my services anymore today. Silence is golden, eh? Nevertheless, welcome to Trotsky, the finest and biggest castle you shall ever see. Rumor has it that the castle was built on the jaws of hell, and that we're sometimes plagued by demons here. But don't believe a word of it. It's just idle talk to excuse the servants' laziness and incompetence. It's demanding enough keeping everything here running smoothly without any of that. It requires a man of exceptional qualities and talents. By the way, this place is a maze for strangers. It's very easy to get lost.
Hey, Mutt. I haven't seen you in a minute.
The jail cells are down there. But I believe you are already fairly well acquainted with that part of the castle, aren't you?
All too well, thanks.
silly doggy.
Here it is. You'll find a bed inside, opposite the door, and a chest where we put your belongings. You'll find some new clothing there, a little gift from our gracious lord, to ensure you're not mistaken for a beggar again. Once you're settled in and properly dressed, stop by the stables. They're beyond the gate, down the path. Ask for Kabat. He was supposed to prepare a horse and tack for you, or tell him you'll keep your own if you insist. Then he'll give you proper tack at least, so you don't disgrace us.
I don't like you.
Good. I don't think I could stomach much more of your company.
Likewise. So, you and I are finished, and I can finally attend to some proper work, so this castle doesn't fall on our heads.
I don't like you. All right. Guesses. All right.
God bless you, sir.
Would you repair a few things for me?
See you later.
Safe travel.
I'm here for some horse tack. I hear you have something for me.
Well, fuck me blind. You got out of jail yesterday, and today you've got a horse. Fuck, I wouldn't mind having your kind of luck. But you're fucking things up for me and making a mess. And I don't want to get a whipping on your account. I've got the tack ready, but I've been ordered to show you our herring first. You can take him, they said. So kindly take a look at him in the stable here and tell me if you want him or not. Take care.
I took a look at herring.
And?
A nice animal, but I'll keep my own.
Never mind looking a gift horse in the mouth, you flat out refuse to accept one. You're lost though, pal. Actually, now we've got to know each other, I want to let you in on this little scheme. We could both get something out of it. But you'd have to keep it to yourself. What do you say? Can you keep your mouth shut when coin's at stake?
I can keep my mouth shut. You can count on it. What's this about coin then?
Look, it's easy as pie. You keep your horse, which you wanted to do anyway, but I'll say you took Herring, and then I'll sell him to someone. You'll do all right out of it. I'll pay you up front.
Hey, Kabat. That's not a bad plan. I'm in.
Grand! Here's your coin. I'll take care of the rest. Right, now we can get back to the reason you're here. You know how to ride and control a horse?
Ah, don't worry. I'm right at home with horses. I learned to ride with cumans on my tail, and arrows whistling past my head. A tough school it was.
Well, I'll be damned. I never heard such a thing before. But even an experienced horseman like you needs equipment, as you well know. You can tack him up yourself, right?
Sure. Thanks.
Take care, sir.
Why'd you only give me 3? That's not what I wanted.
God be with you, and with you. People walk here too, you know.
Oh, you pooch.
Oh, sure.
I'm glad you're here. I needed to catch a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to here with that Chamberlain Stuffenberg, or whatever the bastard's name is.
Ah, fuck him. We're here on account of von Bergov. I have a feeling he won't be giving him a pat on the back either for the way he treated us.
I suppose you're right. But I won't be fucking humiliated. A jump-top tosser like that isn't going to get high-handed with the Lord of Perkstein.
I agree. Although, the Lord of Perkstein can also act pretty haughty at times.
Look, I know I behaved like an idiot, but...
No, don't worry about it. It's water under the bridge.
No.
I'm in your
ain't doing
debt.
that.
Talking of debts, there's one more we need to settle. Both of us. That herbwoman, Bozhena, really helped us after that ambush. If it hadn't been for her, we wouldn't have survived.
Aye. You're right.
I gave her my word. And the word of a noble must be kept, as we both know.
You're right. That's only proper.
Therefore, I entrust you with that, on behalf of both of us. Give her our sincerest thanks, along with this. That ought to repay our debt royally.
Your wish is my command, sir.
As soon as we get back from Nabokov. It's high time we set out so we can get back before nightfall. Carpe diem.
I'm ready.
Let's mount up then. It's nice to be out under the open sky. I was feeling really cramped in those gloomy corridors up there. But I can't deny, this is a real fucking castle. I've never seen anything like it before. Perkstein is just a little fortress in comparison. Von Bergov certainly knows how to make an impression.
That's true. Von Bergov must be loaded.
I expect the office of the Royal Chamberlain is a nice earner. Or maybe he shits gold ingots. Fuck. This place makes me feel queasy. Memento mori. I could have croaked here and gone off to join my old man in eternity. God rest his soul. Then he'd ask me, "So, son, what great deeds have you achieved in life?" And I'd have to tell him, "Well, Pa, I fucked everything up royally, and then they hanged me for poaching." Christ on a stick. I can't have that. When I go to the next life, I need to have something better to tell. A whole lot better.
You're telling me you had a beautiful wife and lots of kids. But the House of Perkstein continues in glory. Blossoms.
Only I'm still waiting for my damned inheritance, and I don't have a wife yet. Thank God. Damn it. I need to get my mind on other things, and get the feeling I'm living. Let's really spur these horses on, eh? What'd you say?
I'm not in the mood for it.
But I am. And you're supposed to guard me. Which means not taking your eyes off me. There's a junction beyond Truskovitz with a roadside chapel. Whoever reaches it first, wins. So, get ready, forward!
Ka! Go! Come on. Ka! Quick. Go. Ka! Come on. Go. Whoa.
Christ, yeah. Oh, I needed that. My head feels a lot clearer now.
I'm glad to hear it.
Thanks for riding with me, old pal.
Think nothing of it. But watch out next time. I won't hold back.
You never give up. That's what I like most about you.
So, what now, Hans?
Like I say, I can see everything clearer now. And the thing that's clearest to me is I won't be trifled with anymore. I'm the Lord of fucking Perkstein. Let everyone know who they have the honor of addressing.
I'm with you on that, noble sir.
Splendid. So, forward to Nabokov. The sooner we get that out of the way, the sooner we can finally start dealing with more important matters.
Go!
We turn right here.
I was thinking about our mission. What do you think of our prospects with von Berghoff?
Well, we haven't got off to the best start, have we? But I'll do everything in my power to ensure we succeed. Hanush, Radzig, and Jobst are depending on us. If they thought it was a lost cause, they wouldn't have sent me. They'd have sent, you know, someone less important. That's diplomacy in a nutshell. If you're serious about something, you send someone important to add gravity and show respect.
And why am I here?
Maybe it's already known that you're Radzig's son and ward. So not just Hanush, but Radzig too sent someone important to him. That speaks for itself.
Nah, von Berghoff doesn't know me from Adam, if you ask me.
Well, that's possible. You're here to protect me and give me good advice.
Really? What do you want me to advise you about?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, friend. Your time will come.
I'm glad you feel better.
So am I, my friend. So am I. We still have lots to do before we go back to Rattay. And I was afraid, you know, that I'd fuck it up. And I almost did, but I'm not afraid anymore. Now I see it as an opportunity and a challenge. Any old fool can manage simple tasks, but hard ones, they require a man like Sir Hans Capon of Lipa and Perkstein.
And Henry of Skalitz.
Aye, he faces the hardest tasks of all.
So, we're here. What now, Sir Hans?
Now, I expect someone will come to greet us. And hopefully not like they did in Trotsky.
Hey, so Yaramir don't receive visitors. You'll have to leave.
I beg your pardon. See to it that he receives me immediately.
Can't be done. Sorry about that.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Lipa, and I am here with a message from Lord von Berghoff. So get to it. And if you keep me waiting here much longer, you'll be sorry.
Please be patient for a while, sir.
My word, you got a sharp tongue sometimes. But what if he won't receive us?
He will. Just wait and see.
Come along. Sir Yaramir will be here any moment.
See?
The Lord Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever.
Please excuse our precautions, gentlemen. These are evil times. Well then, Yaramir of Nabokov at your service. And whom do I have the honor of welcoming to my humble seat?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I am honored, Sir Yaramir. Sir Otto von Berghoff asked me to convey to you his cordial greetings, and to parley with you in the matter of the security of this domain.
Certainly, certainly. These are troubled times indeed. Please accept my hospitality, sir. You're surely thirsty after your journey, and you'll have greater comfort in the tower.
An excellent idea. If I may ask that our horses may not be neglected either.
Pelzel, you heard his lordship.
But I've already got 15 animals to deal with. Why doesn't Hurtle do it?
Hurtle has other duties. Stop griping and get to it.
15 horses? My word, sir. You must be doing all right for yourself.
Not entirely. But fortune smiled on me for once at least.
On me too, one could say. I suppose she's doing the rounds in these parts. So, tell me, sir, how did you achieve what you have?
Well, it's a long, complicated story. But I'm guessing von Berghoff didn't send you here to find out how well off I am. Or did he?
No, he didn't. I apologize, Sir Yaramir. So, let's proceed to the real reason he sent us. Henry, be prepared. I won't keep Sir Yaramir very long.
Certainly.
Michael, you take Henry here under your wing and make sure he's well taken care of.
Certainly. Henry, eh? Michael's my name, and I welcome you to our little place. It's not the fanciest fortress ever, but you know, I like it here. It serves us well. How was your journey? All good?
Aye. Lovely country. A feast for the eyes.
Well, that's nice to hear, especially from someone from far-off parts. But I must say, my throat is dry. And maybe yours too, eh? Come along with me. We'll soon fix that. I'll make you feel at home and we can have a chat.
Well. So let me,
As I said...
Oh, with that note, I'm gonna get off here. And I won't be on in and more today. I'm gonna go get my daughter and enjoy the time with her. But I will be on tomorrow around 7 o'clock tomorrow night, maybe earlier in the day. We'll figure it out between now and then. But y'all have a good rest of your night,